Uncle T. I live in Ambrosia, man. Ambrosia is where we at now. Right, Brethren?
Yeah, man.
Everything blessed, my brother?
Peace and blessing.
Blessed
man.
love, my brethren.
Reaching out to the conscious community.
Give thanks.
Mr. Vegas. You know?
Mr. Vegas.
Lamar Johnson.
Yeah, man. Give thanks, man.
Brother Polite. And
Blessed.
conscious community.
All the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. Keep the fire burning. Yeah, and keep the hope alive for black people. To stick together and support each other. Okay, come a little closer, Ashanti. I want to give thanks and praises to the Most High. Tonight we're going to stay long because we have a very short program. We want to thank all the people who came out to the seminar in Orlando. And don't forget, we have another seminar coming up in Maryland next week, Saturday. So we're in Maryland on Friday, and you're going to go to Karen Books. You're going to put it up under the post and get ready for the seminar. What we did in Orlando was we have juicers and blenders, and I bought all the vegetables and all the fruits, and we showed people to juice and stay healthy. But in Orlando, we saw a lot of people who have digestive troubles. And then today again, we had a sister who came in and cried. And it was a Caucasian sister too. It wasn't an African sister, it was a Caucasian sister. And I mean, it's so sad to see so many people having trouble in the digestive system. They took out, come over here, Ashanti. Now I heard a doctor say the other day that, see here? I heard a doctor say the other day that a medical doctor now, said that, you see right over here? He said everything starts in the gut. A medical doctor, you know what I mean? And I'm saying to people every day that everything starts in the earth, in the gut. So we had a sister came today, and they removed part of her intestines. They removed all this. They removed her ileocecal valve, and they removed a little piece of the ileum. You understand? And that's where she had to absorb. So now the medical system took out all parts of her intestines, and now she's not absorbing. So when she eats, eating the wrong food still because she know better, she finding all the food down here is coming back in chunks. So if she eat fish, chicken, pork, rice, they all come in chunks because this part of the body is important. So what we're going to try to do tonight to teach you all is how to restore the digestive system, because the digestive system is very important to keep the other part of the body healthy. Because now that she's in trouble, she got trouble on the thyroid. You give me the list of troubles?
Yes.
She can have it in there? Tell where she at, man. Where is it? 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 Shit! All right. Now, this particular lady, she have troubles in her liver. She got troubles in her adrenals. She got troubles in her thyroid. She got troubles in her kidney. Her urine is all messed up. You know, she got troubles all other parts of her body because of this right here. All right, because they cut off. That's all they do. All they do is cut. They remove the ileum. They remove an ileocecal valve. So if you remove your ileocecal valve from your intestines, how you going to have the valve closing to avoid waste from coming up into your small intestine? It just can't happen. They remove her appendix. You see, so she's in trouble. But because they remove all this part of her intestines, but never told her how to eat to fix her troubles, she still went eating chicken. She still went eating starches. She still went combining foods the wrong way. and she went to homeopathic doctors, went to all these doctors do with the ketonic diet, and they still can't fix her. Give her a lot of fruits. So if you have troubles down here and you can't absorb anything, any smart person will tell anybody that fruits are eliminating. So if you eat lots of fruits, you're going to have troubles with removing minerals from the system. You won't absorb anything because the fruits made her eliminate all the minerals. So she became mineral deficient. So all them doctors she went by, none of them told her that she have to, what? She have to go back in and restore her digestive system. And in order to do that, she cannot or she can never ever use the foods that will cause her to have more troubles there. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people who watching, if you know anybody that have any troubles in the digestive system, they lost their appendix, lost their gallbladder, you know what I mean? Lost the ileum. And this lady said to me, there was a lot of other people in America who having the same problem because they removed part of their colon. They removed part of their intestines because they know better. They don't know how to teach you all how to heal these areas naturally. You understand? So you all will have these troubles long term. So now she's not absorbing. She's not assimilating. She's not assimilating. She's not absorbing anything. So if she's not absorbing, she's going to lose weight. She was 160 pounds. Now she's 80 pounds because she's not absorbing. See? So my advice to the listeners tonight is to don't have no troubles in all your digestive system. My advice to people tonight is to don't have no troubles in the earth system. Because once you have troubles in the earth system, it's going to affect all these other systems out here. All of them. It's going to affect all of them here. It's going to affect the liver, your kidney, the endocrine system, the lung, everything is going to affect. You have to keep this area here in order. And lots of people have bad digestive health. So this lady here have troubles with her pancreas now because her pancreas is working about 35% because they remove part of her intestines. So we're going to try to teach you in about 20 minutes or less how to restore your digestive health so you can have better health long term. Now, remember, we want to go back to all these things again, but I want to push it back in your brain to let you all know that your digestive system is significant. And the book we're going to have called Natural Healing of the Body is going to go into detail about this area and all the conditions that they seem to can't fix in the medical system. We have it in the book on how to go about repairing your digestive issues. You understand? So look at them here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Main part. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stomach, intestines, large bowel, pancreas. These are the 4 guys you got to take care of regularly. Them 4 right here. And if you take care of the stomach, you're going to have good bowel health. If you take care of the bowels, you're going to have good digestive health. If you take care of the bowels, you're going to have good gallbladder health. If you take care of the gallbladder, you're going to have good liver health. If you take care of the liver, you're going to have good kidney health. If you take care of your kidney, you're going to have good heart health. If you take care of your heart, you're going to have good lung health. It's just common sense, man. You know what I mean? Because they work together. The body is one entity. So if there is an imbalance in any part of the body, you're going to have troubles in other parts. It's just a common sense thing. But because this part of the body is what I call Wall Street, where everything starts, once you start having troubles in any part over here, it's going to speed back up the different organs because all the other organs depend on over here. So because this particular individual removed part of her intestines, removed the ileocecal valve, removed her appendix, she started having troubles elsewhere because she's not assimilating. She's not digesting properly. You know what I mean? So we're going to teach you now how to restore your digestive health so you could have what we call good digestive fire. And once you have good digestive fire, you are going to keep the gallbladder, you're going to keep the pancreas, you're going to keep your liver, you're going to keep your kidney, you're going to keep your heart, and you're going to keep the endocrine system well. because the doctor who talked about the gut, he seemed to mention all the conditions that lots of people seem to have elsewhere in the body, and he pushed it back to right over here. And I'm not a doctor. I don't have no PhD. I'm not a big doctor, but I learned certain things about the body. You know what I mean? From God's perspective. And I'm saying to you all, if this part of the body is the earth system, it's just common sense. And all the other part of the body, have to depend on here. It's just common sense will tell anybody that you have to have good digestive health. In order for you to have good health elsewhere, it's just a common sense thing. So lots of people eat in the night. They have food sitting in the digestive system. And once you have food sitting in your digestive system in the nighttime and you go to sleep, long term you're going to have troubles down here or elsewhere in the body. It's just common sense. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Shante?
Yes.
I'm making real sense, right?
Yes.
Anybody who have common sense going to know that if you have troubles in the digestive system and you keep having foods sitting in the digestive system, you're going to have troubles long term. And when they back up and cause a traffic jam from here to here to here to there, I know how your pancreas going to work well. I know how your gallbladder going to work well. You're going to lose your gallbladder. You know what I mean? You're going to get pancreatic cancer. You're going to get liver stagnation. Your liver would not be able to produce enough bile. Or if it produces enough bile, it's going to have toxic bile going straight into your gallbladder, which is going to cause you to have gallstones. You know what I mean? And cause you to have gastritis long term. So you have to look at over here. All right? Right there. You have to look there. So we're going to teach you with some herbs. Get your pen and paper and start writing. Because once you have troubles in the stomach, it's going to lead to troubles in your intestines. Once you have troubles in your stomach, it's going to lead to troubles in your large bowel. And once you have troubles in the large bowel, the sewage system is going to come back into the small intestines. And once it comes back into the small intestines, it will go straight back in your stomach and cause you to have more troubles. Stomach cancer, gastritis, acid reflux. And we're going to talk tonight about IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, or leaky gut. Because lots of people who have allergies have leaky gut. Lots of people who have allergies have leaky gut. You understand? Why? Because you all are not having the food moving fast. And a lot of people dragging their amino acid down here don't digest well. So once you have leaky gut, which is what's called IBS, or irritable bowel syndrome, and the gut start leaking, you put holes in your gut because all the food's coming from over here Ashanti, all the food coming from over here is not digested properly. And then you're eating your food the wrong way, you're combining your foods wrong, you're eating at night, so you have food sitting here, and the stomach is so small that the food start to push the stomach up, where? Into the esophagus. Once the stomach goes up into the cavity, you start having a hiatus hernia. Because so much food is sitting in your stomach walls that the stomach becomes so bloated with all the foods that can't go nowhere. You start have food, the stomach start pushing up. And when the stomach pushes up, it goes into your chest cavity and give you a hiatus hernia, which affects your diaphragm. And then you can't push it back down. So the doctor said to you, when you know you have a hiatus hernia, we got to take it up. We got to cut your belly out. And why? Because you have too much food sitting over here. So once you got the food sitting here for too long, it get over here, it's going to put holes in your belly. And once it put holes in your belly, the food is going to start to leak out. And once the food leaks out from your intestines, your immune system, which not supposed to break down your food from here, he's supposed to keep you well. He's going to attack these foods as a foreign invader, and you would start to have seasonal allergies. And you're going to start to have trouble in the skin, psoriasis, eczema, hives, and all other skin conditions. And now we're going to show you now how you now can restore your digestive health. And you're going to have better health in your gallbladder. You're going to have better health in your pancreas. You're going to have good spleen health. You're going to have good liver health. You're going to have good kidney health. You're going to have good heart health. And you're going to have good lung health. And the endocrine system will work well. Let's go to the bowl. Let's go over here now. Wonderful. We ain't staying too long. Right? Now, we just said before that when you eat foods at night, because I'm just telling the lady today, you eat food at night? Yes. What do you eat at night? Chicken. Chicken. Virgin. Chicken.
No good, no good.
How the hell you gonna eat chicken at night?
Eat off, no.
How you gonna come from work and eat a big bowl of chicken and fish? And 2 chicken and 2 fish and 2 rice and 2 pork and oxtail. How you gonna do that? And you just remove a piece of your small intestines plus your ileocecal valve. Huh? How you gonna do that? You can't. And even if you did not remove part of your colon, you're not supposed to eat chicken at night. Never. Not supposed to. But because we in the Caribbean countries were taught so bad, we grew up eating 3 meals per day at night. So we come in from work and we go and we cook some chicken, some rice and peas, some mashed potatoes, right, Uncle?
Yep.
You're yawning, you want to fall asleep? You understand? Rice and peas, chicken, mashed potatoes. Bad combination already. And we sit down at 7 o'clock and we eat these foods together. Once we eat these foods together, these foods can never go nowhere. Because chicken takes 7 hours in your stomach to digest. Fish take 12 hours in your stomach to digest. Huh? Pork and beef take 18 hours to digest. And if you eat them with the wrong foods, they take at least 45 to 65 hours to come out of the body. So you must get sick. So you have to restore your digestive system and create digestive fire in the digestive system in order for you to have good health elsewhere in the body. Energy, liver working well, producing enough bile, bloodstream is clean, lungs stay healthy, heart stay well. But because these doctors make you all feel that you all can eat anything, yeah? He said, go and eat anything. You know why? What he say? What he say? He tells you, like he tell a patient of mine, if I get you better, how could I pay my mortgage? That's what he tells you in his heart. But he told a patient, if I fix you, brother, how can I pay my mortgage? So in America, we have to keep you all sick. Go back to the Caribbean and get some fresh air and go in the beach and bathe and eat some saltfish with ackee and saltfish and some fish broth and you'll get better down there. But out here in America, if I fix you, I can't pay my mortgage. Dig that. Right? All right. So, that's what I said to you. The health of you and your children and your husband and your wife is not in the doctor's hand. The health of you and your children is not in the doctor's hand. It's not even in my hand, it's in your hands. But we come and teach you how to use the foods to stay healthy. So you don't have to help them. There's nothing wrong with paying your mortgage, but you don't have to go to them to keep you sick. Because their job is not to get you well. They do not run a healthcare system in America. They run a what care system, Ashanti? They run a what system? They run a sick care system. Not a healthcare system. They run a sick care system. I want to use the word sick care shit system. That's what they run. You understand? Because they in their head was taught in medical school to write you a prescription and tell you there's no cure. So when you have troubles in your belly, they cut your intestines out. Take out your gallbladder. Take out your piece of your liver. Take out your ileocecal valve. Take out your appendix. Take out your tonsils. Because they know to fix it. You understand? But because you didn't know better, yeah, I mean, you eat at night. So we teaching you now, do not eat food in the night time. Because you are going to destroy your digestive system long term. And you will get some form of a disease. Let's go to the herbs. If you have troubles in your digestive system, it's according to where it's at. It's either lower bowel or higher bowel. Come over here, Shanti. Either you have troubles in the lower bowel or you have it up in your stomach. But as I said before, the troubles can leave here in the stomach, which is the processing center, and go straight into the stomach, into the intestines, which is the second part of the digestive system. Or it could go over here, which is the third part of the digestive system, right here. And it can put strain on the third part of the digestive system, which is your pancreas. Because this organ, which is part of the endocrine system, is the most active gland in your digestive system. Him. So why you think you're getting diabetes? Why? You are getting diabetes because you have a genetic predisposition of getting it, and because you are eating the food so bad that you are creating so much acid in the system that the pancreas become burned out in the exocrine part of the gland and cause you to get diabetes long term. And it affects here, it affects there. Once you have troubles here, it leads to over here. And once you reach over here and it can't move, you're in trouble. Because the large bowel, the sewage system, the garbage collector, will collect all the garbage, and because the garbage can't move, because you're constipated, you're combining your food the wrong way, he will keep squeezing back some of the waste back into the walls of him. And if you don't have good ileocecal valve health, he come right back into, kill your appendix, number one. He kills your appendix, number one. He goes back, and because the valve is so messed up, your valve can't close properly because you're eating so bad that the ileocecal valve is half closed. And once the ileocecal valve is half closed, he goes back, push back into the ileocecal valve, and come back right into your what? Into your small intestines. And he goes back into your small intestine, the waste that comes from over here, from him, the garbage collector. And he goes back into the small intestines, and he goes back, and he come back into the portal vessel, and he goes back, and he goes right into your liver. Into your liver. And your liver, which supposed to filter your blood and remove all the toxins from the blood to feed your tissues with good blood, with filter your blood and have good cells, good tissue health. He don't have that. The blood is so messed up because now, why the blood messed up? Because you mess him up right here. You have garbage sticking inside there. The garbage can't go nowhere. Garbage leak back, get here, get back in the stomach, and you have gas. You get gastritis. You get acid reflux. You get Crohn's disease. You get IBS. Because why? Because now you are irritating. You are irritating. Irritable bowel syndrome. You are irritating the lower bowel. You are irritating the lower bowel, which cause the lower bowel to become irritated and which cause you to get IBS or leaky gut because too much waste coming back into here. You understand? And contaminate the bloodstream. And once your bloodstream is contaminated, your liver will get toxic bile and chuck the toxic bile into your gallbladder, And when your gallbladder have these toxic biles, what happened to your gallbladder? Your gallbladder can never emulsify your fats properly, and once your fats cannot be emulsified, it's going to get gallstones. You're going to get gallbladder cancer, and once you have gallbladder troubles, it's going to affect your pancreas because they share one duct, and automatically you start to have troubles way up in the bloodstream, way up in your heart, way up in your lung, way up in your liver, way up in the endocrine system from anxiety, depression, mental disorders. Dig it. Let's go over here, son. Wonderful. So, the doctor was right. All these herbs is working on the digestive system to restore digestive health. I want you to mark them down for me. Mark them down for me. Have a pen and paper. You're all going to learn about herbs. So nobody can fool you all and tell you all blah, blah, blah. And that don't work. You don't need that. Once you have or you want to prevent troubles in the digestive system, you must get this herb here. Marshmallow. You must get this herb here. Meadow sweet. Look them up. Mark them down on your piece of paper. Meadow sweet, is a herb that helps to drop acid in the stomach if there's too much acid. Because remember, we said before, that acid, the stomach produces acid, hydrochloric acid, but the stomach also produces mucus to protect itself from the same acid that it produces. So if there's food sitting in your stomach walls and the food ferments, fermentation will cause acid, but the meadow sweet will help the acid to normalize. With this one here, called turmeric, DOPA, D-O-P-A, meaning that warm and bitter, cool and bitter. Don't forget, mark it down. Warm and bitter brings up acid. Look at over here. Cool and bitters drop acid. Don't forget now. You'll have to learn about plants. Cool and bitters drop acid. Warm and bitters brings up acid. Carminatives with the chamomile. Chamomile. Carminative. Show them out. Right. Chamomile, carminatives. So once you're working on the stomach to bring back the balance, back the ecology of your stomach walls, you have to use the warm and bitters over here. You have to use the cool and bitters over here. Drop acid, normalize acid. If you take the meadow sweet for too long, it can drop the acid and make you can't break down your protein foods. But if you mix the meadow sweet with the turmeric, once the acid drops to a certain number in the stomach, the turmeric will normalize the function of the acid in the stomach walls. So you don't have or get acid reflux, and you don't get gastritis, and you don't get IBS. And then the carminatives, don't forget the word, carminatives. So chamomile is a carminative. It calms your stomach walls. And don't forget, now we're going to what? We're going to what? The demulcents. The demulcents are marshmallow, and the next demulcent is slippery elm. Don't forget them. If there is irritable bowel syndrome or IBS, they call it in the medical system, or leaky gut, or if there is what we call a duodenum ulcers, meaning you have ulcers in the beginning of your small intestines, we have to use the demulcent plants. We can also use all the herbs that deal with normalizing the acid in your stomach to prevent the acid from putting more holes in your duodenum. But we have to use the demulcent plants and the carminatives also to calm the stomach walls and to soothe the ulcers if they're there. If you have ulcers in your duodenum, you're looking to get cancer long term in that area. If you have ulcers in your stomach, you're looking to get cancer in your stomach long term. And if you have ulcers in your stomach, and if you have ulcers in your duodenum, in no way your stomach will work properly. In no way your lower digestive system will work well. That's common sense. No way. You can never have an ulcer in your stomach or in your duodenum and have your stomach working properly. It can't happen. So you're going to lose the digestive fire, and then long term you're going to have troubles in the upper side of the body now, going into your heart, into your liver, into your kidney, and you're going to have troubles long term. Right? So these are important to calm the stomach, to keep the acid levels normal, to keep the tissues or soothe them. These right here, soothe the tissues, marshmallow and slippery. And don't forget the word, the demulcent plants. The demulcent plants soothe things. They soothe the tissues. They soothe the area that is being affected or irritated. And then you have yarrow. If there is bleeding in the stomach, if you have bleeding in the bowels, if you have Crohn's disease, if you have ulcerative colitis, if you have colitis and you are bleeding, we use yarrow. Yarrow stops the bleeding, but it also helps to keep the tissues healthy. And then you have wild yam. Don't forget the names now. Yarrow stops the bleeding. So all these herbs can be mixed together. And if you have IBS, if you have ulcerative colitis, if you have Crohn's disease, if you have leaky gut, if you have diverticulitis or ileitis, all these herbs can be used for these conditions to restore your digestive health, because some of them is anti-inflammatory, and all these conditions are what? Shanti? Inflammation.
Yes.
You understand?
Of course.
Inflammation. All these conditions of the body is inflammation. All the itis. So you must use anti-inflammatories. And if there is spasm between the gallbladder and the pancreas, we use what? Wild yam. Wild yam. If there is spasm of the gallbladder, where it's contracting and giving you spasm, giving you pain, we use wild yam, because wild yam is an antispasmodic herb to stop spasm in the gallbladder, between your gallbladder and your liver. You follow me? So herbal medicine works in a way where when you have troubles in your digestive system, we are looking at what the troubles are, and we are using the appropriate herbs to go in and fix the troubles, to repair the troubles or balance back the body, whereby the body can heal itself, because that is what the body does. Catnip. Once you have troubles in the digestive system, you must use catnip, because catnip acts with another herb called sarsaparilla to get rid of endotoxins in the gut. Yeah, I said catnip also works between the small intestines and the large intestines. But when you use these herbs together with sarsaparilla, they also help to get rid of endotoxins in the digestive system, in your gut. So we're going to use all these herbs together. See them here? All of them together. We call it an intestinal blend and the lower digestive tract blend, to keep the lower digestive system healthy. We mix them together, and once we mix them together, we make, people say, Patrick, don't tell us how to use the plant. We make you take 1 teaspoon to 1 cup of hot water, and we make you cover it for 5 minutes and strain it and drink 3 to 4 cups per day, 5 minutes before your meals. Don't forget them. Meadowsweet, catnip, wild yam, yarrow, slippery elm, chamomile, turmeric, and also marshmallow. And if there is a little bit of gas, we can use some ginger in the mixture. And if there is any kind of troubles in the intestinal walls, if you damage the walls of your intestines, lots of people damage the walls. You damage the walls of your intestine because you eat it up with acids. Right in here, in the blood bubble, that is, the sewage system, there is a pH of 7.8. Right in here, in the duodenum, there's a pH of 7.8, alkaline. Once there is acid forming in the duodenum, right here in the beginning of the large intestines, once there is acid forming here, it starts to eat up the walls. Once acid become here, that's where you get Crohn's disease. That's where you get ulcerative colitis and diverticulitis, because here is acidic. 7.8 5.0 acidic. 7.8 alkaline. That's where it's supposed to be. Once you start eating up your walls of your intestines on a regular basis, you have to start to build back the walls. If you don't build back the walls of your intestines, you are looking to have troubles long term. Not only with allergies, but also with small pieces of stool. So your stool can never be fat anymore, because the walls is being eaten up and being irritated by acid, and automatically in the walls, all the walls become so irritated, you start getting bleeding in your stool, in your foods. And automatically right here, you start having bacteria coming into the walls. And the mucous membranes start producing mucus to prevent the bacteria from coming in, the bad bacteria, that is. When the mucus comes out, you get mucus in your stool. The medical system calls it mucus colitis. Over here now. We're almost done. Right here. Right here. This guy right here. If you don't keep him clean, you don't keep him closed when you have food sitting inside here, the ileocecal valve will give you trouble in your gallbladder. Long term, you're going to lose it. If you don't keep the ileocecal valve healthy, and you have waste going up, and because you have stagnation of the blood, and you have slow transit time, and the food is coming up and can't move in the ascending colon, they get into the hepatic flexure, the food will start to come back down into the cecum. And that's where the parasites start to form in your bowels. Parasites, worms they call it. And they come back. And because your appendix is a police officer, he's a security, he's looking for the food that's coming back. So he could neutralize them. Because he have a fluid that can kill you long term. So the food's coming back because you're eating so bad. The vibe is bad. The food can't move well. Moving slow. He starts to come back. Because you start to you want to go to the bathroom, you lose the urge. Once you lose the urge, the food come back. Once the appendix see the foods coming back down, your appendix will send a fluid to neutralize the fluid, the foods from coming back to go back in the ileocecal valve. If your appendix have to do that on a regular basis, you would lose your appendix because all the toxins will get into your appendix and cause you to have appendicitis. And once you have appendicitis, you're going to lose your appendix. And once you lose your appendix, you are now becoming more prone to getting cancer in your colon. Let's go back over here, brother. So, L-glutamine. L-glutamine normalizes the walls, repair the walls of the colon area with colonics and enemas, eating right, having fast transit time. Plant enzymes normalize the function of the pancreas. GI flora with 40,000 billion of probiotics put back the good bacteria so that the bad bacteria can overtake your body and cause you to have troubles in your intestines. So you are rebuilding your digestive system. Candida, quick cleanse. If there is any kind of yeast sitting in the bowels, because you are eating at night, you're eating the wrong foods every day, you have waste sitting in the bowels that cause you to have yeast build up in your bowels. They call it a yeast buildup of the intestines. Once the yeast is built up, you're going to get candida. You're going to get yeast infections as a woman. It goes right back from the intestines into your liver, into your blood, and goes straight back into your vagina. And that is all coming from where? What? From your digestive system. All of them. All yeast infection. All of them coming from right here. Right there. You kill it. You kill the walls. You kill here. You remove all your ileum. You take it out. So when they take out your ileum, how you going to function? Or you're going to see all the food and chunks in your stool. So you have to keep the restoration of this part of the body in check. This part right here. You must do that. Every one of us must take care of the digestive system. All of us must take care of these here, them three, and this one right over here. Here. And if you have them working together, and you don't abuse them, and you don't have food sitting here, because when the food sits here, and it takes long to come out, it's going to sit here. And when it sits here, it takes long to come out, it's going to sit there. And if it sits here, that's where your trouble starts, because he is the sewage system, and he is the garbage collector. And once he cannot remove your garbage, you're going to have trouble because 80% of your cells is found in here, in the garbage system, in your sewage system. And once he can remove the garbage, you're going to have troubles with waste coming back over here, waste going back over there, and killing your organ and killing the bloodstream. Wonderful. Let's go, man. Wonderful. So we are there, Ambrosia. We're hanging out on Ambrosia. We're here till next week, Thursday. And we're going to Maryland. Karen Books, you're going to mark it down. And we're going to have a big seminar in Maryland. We're going to have, I'm going to bring I take all the money I have. I'm going to buy all the vegetables, all the fruits. I'm going to have a blender and a juicer. And in Maryland, come by in Maryland and learn how to juice your vegetables and your fruits to to keep you well. Next Saturday in Maryland, we're going to be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Blessed love. Don't forget the herbs. Come and show them again. Mellow sweet, mark them down. Learn about plants. Catnip, wild yam, sarsaparilla, yarrow, slippery elm, chamomile, turmeric, marshmallow. Mix them together. Mix them together. Shake them up in a bag like this. If you have any kind of trouble in your bowels, IBS, Crohn's disease, ileitis, you know what I mean? Or if you want to create digestive fire, use them together. And don't eat at night. Combine your foods right, and you will see energy like crazy. Because when you keep this healthy, there, right over there, shit over there, see them here? When you keep here with the healthy, you must get energy. Once you have the food moving quick, you can never have troubles in the digestive system. Blessed love, and give thanks and praises to the Most High. Ambrosia, 718-469-0985, or go to Christy Books, KRISTYBWKS.biz, and you can follow all the programs we have there for any kind of digestive issues. Blessed love, give thanks and praises. Wonderful. Brethren, give thanks, you know? Yeah, man. Keep the money in the black community. And do like the so-called Jews, so the money go back in our hands and go back in the next man's hand and come back to us again. That's how it's supposed to be. Right, Shante?
Yes.
Blessed,
yes.
man.